In then. All right. Welcome, everybody. We are so thankful and grateful that you've taken your time out on this Monday evening to jump on this team call. We're so excited to be able to be doing these team calls with you guys to help you and give you some tools to build your business. I'm Jennee Field. If you don't know who I am, I'm a Pro 4 in LifeVantage, and I'm going to train tonight on a topic. So we've been going over the ITT system. And so I'm going to train tonight on tools and how we can use tools when we're talking to our prospects to give them some validation. But first, I'm going to share my screen, and I want to go over a few housekeeping type announcements. Let's see. All right, there we go. So I just wanted to talk really quick, give you a couple announcements that our team is doing, and then some announcements from global, from corporate as well. So our team right now, we're running a promotion. We've talked about it since the beginning of September. So if you get 3 or more new customers, we want to congratulate you and we want to give back to you. And so each distributor that gets 3 or more new customers in the month of September, with any order value, you'll get put into a hat. And at the end of the month, we're going to do a drawing, and one lucky person is going to win $150 in cash. So a little incentive for you guys to be sharing and utilizing these calls that we're doing, and that we're giving you some information on how to talk to your customers, how to talk to new prospects, and that sort of thing. Also, I want to talk about the new promotion that corporate came out with just last week. They have thrown a whole bunch of cash that they want to give back to us as distributors, us in the field that are working day in and day out to grow this business. As you all know, we were supposed to go to a global conference in October that was supposed to be in person, but because of COVID and things still being shut down, that all went virtual. And so they have some cash that they were going to put into that global conference that they want to give back to us as distributors. So it's called Flip the Business Switch. And there are 3 ways that you can earn each month, starting right now in the month of September all the way until the end of December. So the first way that you can earn some cash is by a sale bonus. The second way is by a reach bonus. And then the third way is by a mentor bonus. And we're going to go into a little bit of detail on each one of those. Finding the arrow so that I can flip the screen. So I'm going to talk a little bit about each one so that you can see it. And if you want to take a screenshot so that you have these with you, you can. But the first one is that sale bonus. So it goes along with our Smart Start bonus. When we sign up a new customer, we get that initial 30 or 40% commission off of the first order. Well, corporate's going to up that. So with each new 5 customers that you get in the month, and your personal, that's your PV volume, reaches $500, you'll get 1 share into a pool of money. So all of the Smart Start bonus money that comes in each month, they're going to take 5% of that, and you're going to be mixed in that pool and be able to receive some of that cash. So this is like instant cash in your pocket, which I think is awesome. You do need to make sure that you have your 40 PV underneath you, and that you have at least that 200 personal volume underneath you. So that's the sale bonus. The reach bonus is by rank advancing. So it starts at Pro 3 and goes up to Pro 6, and then it highlights here the different amount of cash that you can earn by hitting those different ranks. So Pro 3, you get $100 when you hit that rank for the first time. If you maintain that rank in October, November, December, and then also in January, they're going to double it. So you'll get an additional $200. And that goes for each month that you hold that rank. If you just keep rank advancing and go all the way up to Pro 6, shoot, you could get $1,500. And who knows how many times you could get that. So it's really awesome that there's this much money on the table that they're wanting to give back to us as distributors. So if you guys want to set some goals, reach out to us leaders, and we are happy to help you put something in place, help you get there. All of this is really, really attainable. And then the third way is the mentor bonus. So if you have distributors underneath you, when they rank advance, you are going to get a bonus just basically by helping them rank advance. And it's the same from Pro 3 to Pro 6. They're going to do payouts, and those are each time somebody hits that rank at a new rank. So it doesn't kind of keep continuing each month, but there's a new distributor that would have to reach that rank each month for you to get that mentor bonus. I just want to highlight our global convention. This is our virtual global convention. September is the last month that you could actually earn a ticket. So if you generate that 500 PV in new sales in September, you can actually get your ticket, for free. And plus there's some extra bonuses there, $175 gift card that LifeVantage will give you for merchandise in the store, on top of the $25. And so there's lots and lots of things that they're going to give back. I actually got an email today. I think everybody did, but I'm going to read it really quick. They were saying that they're going to give over $20,000 in prizes at that virtual conference. MacBook Air, iPhone 11, AirPods, $50 gift cards, on and on and on. So make sure you're registered. It's all going to be virtual. You will actually have 30 days to watch like the entire conference. So don't feel like you have to watch it on October 23rd and 24th, but you'll get access then and then have 30 days to watch it. And if you purchase a ticket, you actually get 2 additional free tickets that you could give to a friend, a family member, or another distributor if you wanted to. So pretty good incentives there. If anybody wants to join us in Georgia, we are meeting in Georgia, and we're going to do kind of our own little conference together as a team. And you guys are welcome to come join us. We're going to rent a little cabin and have a good time. But I'm going to go right into the training. We're going to talk about tools. So we've talked about the invite and different ways that you can reach out, different invites. We gave some examples last week of different invites that you can either text, message, call, what have you. And then this is the tool that you're going to use after that invite. When somebody says, yeah, I'm interested, send me something. The first one that I want to talk about is the ATM, and that's add, tag, and then message. So this would be strictly for like Facebook, and we're talking about our Activating You Facebook group. Julie Mai is doing a great job at revamping that Activating You page. We want to make it a community where people can come on and not only learn about the science of our products, but also get incredible tips and different health related things. So it makes it more of a lifestyle change rather than just maybe like stories or facts. So utilize that Activating You page. And so what you're going to do is when somebody says, yeah, I want to learn some more, you can say, great, let me invite you to this Facebook group we have. And so you're going to add them to the Facebook group. You do need to let them know that they have to accept that invitation. And then once they accept that invitation, you'll get notified that they have been accepted into the group. And then you can go and search in that group any topic that maybe is related to them or something that you have talked to them about that pertains to them. And then go and tag their name in that post. That gives them a notification that you've tagged them in that post, and then they can go and they can read it at their convenience. What we also like to do is then go back and message them in the messenger and say, thank you so much for, accepting that invitation. I have tagged you in a couple posts, so go look for those. It's a great reminder because a lot of times they'll get those notifications and then they forget about it. So it's a great kind of follow-up and a reminder to let them know that you've actually tagged them in some posts that pertains to them. If you're talking to a business prospect, we have the Activating Abundance Facebook group, and the same principles are going to apply for that. You can add them to the group, then you can tag them in a couple different things. Daisy has opportunity videos on there. There's different, distributors that have put like their personal stories and testimonies on there, and then go message them again. The Biohack and Activate website is probably like my go-to when I'm talking to somebody and they want to see kind of a broad spectrum of what LifeVantage offers, because it gives the ABC Primetime. It also gives our peer-reviewed studies, and it has personal testimonies on it. So it's that biohackandactivate.com website. You can just send it to them, through a text message, messenger, email, however, but then they can click on it and they can watch the ABC Primetime, and then they can search those peer-reviewed studies. It's kind of like a one-stop shop. So that usually is my first kind of exposure that I give out when I'm talking to somebody about taking a look at what LifeVantage is or what Protandim is. The fourth thing is Daisy's opportunity Zooms. So Daisy does 2 a week. Tuesdays are more based on products, and then she touches a little bit on the business at the end. And then Fridays are flopped. So she talks a little bit more about the business on Fridays and then touches a little bit on the products. So if somebody's wanting to actually jump on something live, you can invite them to Daisy's Opportunity Zooms. And in our website, there's the times, there's a calendar. We can put that up for you guys so that you can look at the different times that those are offered. We also have our heart-to-hearts on Wednesdays, and these are just more story-based. We do go over a little bit of the science and the products, but this is something where we invite like 3 to 4, whether they're customers or whether they're distributors, they come on and they share their personal story of how Protandim has changed or affected their life. So those are great to invite somebody to as well. always like to refer back to the Washington State paper on Nerf 2, just because I think it gives such edification of how powerful our product is. And I just think it's an incredible paper. So you can always send that Washington State article to somebody. And then the last one is pubmed.gov. This is obviously where all of our peer-reviewed studies are published. But it's great for you to utilize not only for yourself, but you can send your prospects, your customers to this website, and you can tell them, hey, type in the search bar oxidative stress and maybe whatever element they're dealing with. Or they can actually type in protandem and it'll pull up all of our peer-reviewed studies. So if they're, really sciencey, they love the science part of it, send them to PubMed and have them do some of their own research on their own. Those are the tools that I go to. Obviously, there's so many more that we could just talk about all the different tools. And you can always search in that Activating You Facebook group, anything specific that a lot of times what I do is I'll search something in there. And if I haven't tagged somebody in that, I will copy and paste it and forward it to them, or I'll take a screenshot of it and I'll forward it to them. So there's tons of ways that we can get a tool in front of somebody so that it gives them something else to look to, just to edify what you're saying. I'm going to click out of here. That kind of ends my part of the meeting. We're going to move over and Jennee is going to share her story. We just wanted to be able to end each call with somebody's story. And so I have asked Jennee just to jump on and share her story because it's pretty incredible and Jennee is awesome.
Oh, thank you, Jennee. That's quite the introduction. I'm honored to share my story. It's actually very easy to do. The hard part of it is trying to condense it, but I will do my best. I'm Jennee Rhodes. I'm a 53-year-old horse trainer, and I've been blessed with actually really great health. And about the only issues that I have are severe allergies, and I have high cholesterol and moderate plaque buildup of my arteries. So those were about the only two things that I was plagued with until last year in January of 2019. All of a sudden, I found myself totally lame, well, totally incapacitated, to forgive my horse terminology. But anyway, my left knee was swollen and I couldn't walk, I couldn't ride. And I pretty much, I was panicking. For the first time in my life, I was not able to do anything. And having no insurance, I thought, can't go to the doctor. I knew I was going to have, an MRI or CAT scan. And so I figured I'm going to have to take 3 weeks off, and being the sole provider, the only income, I live by myself. When I don't work, I'm not bringing in money, and it was a tough decision, but I had to do it. I had no other choice. So I quit riding and had some help with chores and babied my knee through lots of Advil and diclofenac or Surpass topically, and iced it, and I was miserable and I cried, and I was pretty stressed. At the end of 3 weeks, I was able to kind of go back to work about half capacity. And at that time, I had a horse come into training of Jenny's, her daughter's horse, and she brought this little yellow pill in this bottle. Give the horse this pill every day, and I was like, okay. So I gave him this pill every day, and at the same time, I was seeing on Facebook some clients were using it on some horses that I knew of, but I never did ask. I'm pretty much a hard sale, and didn't ask anything about it until I went to my lameness vet in California with a load of horses. And he says, hey, have you seen Max? She looks better than I've ever seen her. And for the first time in her career, I didn't have to inject her hocks. Well, that was it for me. Called Jennee. What is this stuff? I need to know about it. And as soon as she told me that it reduces inflammation by 70% in 90 days, that was a no-brainer for me. Obviously, suffering from a sore knee that kept catching every 12 to 14 days and being swollen and only working at half capacity. I was very hopeful that it would help my knee, but probably even more than my knee was my underlying kind of concern of being at risk for a heart attack in my 50s with moderate plaque buildup. I knew that, that was a risk. So I was anxious to try it. She encouraged me to do the business part of it. I was skeptical, didn't have any time for business, another business. I worked before sunup until after sundown. How am I ever going to do this? And I did. And I am so grateful that she prompted me and encouraged me to do it, because it has fit in to my life through, in honestly, on the back of a horse many, many times, moving cows or given a lesson. I'm doing the business while I'm working, and that's worked out great. And even during a time here with my mom being sick and on hospice, and me actually not having the energy to do anything more than what my training required, I'm still bringing in a paycheck, and that's pretty awesome. And had the support of my entire team. I cannot say enough good about the business, the people, the company. It's amazing. So that in itself was life changing. For me, the physical benefits I started feeling probably about 3 months after taking it, when my knee started. I was almost afraid to like really look at it. I was kind of in denial, but my knee was no longer catching. I was increasing my workload, no more swelling, no more heat. And it eventually got to the point where I thought, yeah, I'm going to go off of it and see. Maybe I healed. Maybe whatever was wrong with me is healed, and it's not just the protandem. So I went off of it for 3 days. In the morning of the third day, I woke up and my knee was on fire, it was swollen. I said, I'm never going off of that again. So at any rate, it's helped that immensely for me. It's also helped my allergies. I haven't taken my fluticasone inhaler in a year now. And recently we've had just a ton of smoke from all these fires, and normally that would pretty much leave me debilitated. And I'm not taking half as much decongestant as what I was. And on the days where I'm pretty miserable, or I know I'm going to be miserable because smoke's bad, I take an extra Nerf 2 at night, and I wake up and I'm asymptomatic. I could go on and on about many other little benefits. I do plan on having another Lifeline screening this winter, and so I'll share with everybody what my results are there, but I'm pretty confident there'll be a big improvement. But it has been a life-changing journey for me. And to know, before I had no retirement, I had no, I just planned, I'm going to ride horses till I'm in the ground. And that could be pretty interesting. But now I can actually foresee that I'm going to be able to retire, and I'm going to be able to cut back a little bit. And I'll still be riding horses till I'm in the ground, but at least I'm not going to have to carry the workload that I carry now. For every one of you on this call, I've said it before on another call, but it's one of my favorite sayings. Champions are not made by missed opportunities. And all of you have an opportunity tonight to change not only your life, but the lives of many, many people. Everybody should know about this. And it is an amazing journey. And it is so rewarding to see the changes in people's health, and even financially, it is pretty epic. And I would highly recommend all of you take up this opportunity to better your life and others. So get with whoever invited you on the call and get going on it. Thanks, Jennee, for inviting me to share my story.
Oh, thank you so much, Jennee. That was just inspiring. And I feel like that just ended the call. Like, I don't need to do anything else. You hit the nail on the head, and you left us with some inspiration. And I love you, and I thank you so much. And you're just an incredible, incredible person. So, I guess with that, we're going to end the call this evening. I just want to thank you guys for being here. If you're listening to the replay, we thank you so much for listening to the replay, and join us next week, because we're going to finish out this ITT system with learning how to bring all of this back to our team, and how our team is this third party validation and this edifying, and how we can close out with bringing it back to our team. So I just want to thank you guys so much, and have a great evening. I'm going to stop the recording now.